1996.
My lovely camera. It's so good to me. This is awkward. This is really awkward.
I like how it extends.
Holy crap, dude. Mine's bigger than yours.
No, it's not. Same size. Mine's bigger.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe it is.
See, mine's black. This is awkward.
Uh-oh. Because it's black is bigger.
We're off to a really good start. Thank you all for joining us.
The only thing more awkward would be if like one of you guys was wearing the same awesome T-shirt I was wearing.
I'm not. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
What T-shirt are you wearing, Ryan?
Because I can. Canada.
Oh, God.
Oh, great. I would have loved it if it just said can.
Yeah.
And then I have a picture of a soup can.
No, that would have been better. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night. Welcome to another episode of Figure Action, because why would you want to be anywhere else? Because the outside is stupid and the news sucks. But here we are, here with these amazing gentlemen. Let's go down the list, shall we? Let's start with True Starscreamer.
What's up, guys? It's been a hell of a week. I'm barely surviving it. Our vendors are delayed. Our customers don't understand our vendors are delayed. But I did get the two things I've been desperately wanting all week. A haircut.
Ooh.
And vodka.
Ooh.
Did you drink it?
I'm on my second one right now.
Oh, no.
Have you thought of combining the two?
The views of Dave are the views of Dave. It doesn't represent Figure Action.
Yeah, that's a good disclaimer.
That should have been a disclaimer said a long time ago.
True.
Dave, besides a haircut and vodka, did you pick up anything this week?
Actually, no. I was supposed to, and then I got this. I was supposed to get a package with 3 very anticipated figures yesterday, and then I got a lovely notice from Amazon saying that I'm probably gonna get them next month. So.
Oh, you got an estimated date? Because I got
your order needs to be updated. You have actions, and that's why I don't have my Lightning Blue Ranger, my Lightning Power Ranger Hunter, and my Zeo Gold.
Spoilers.
If anyone here actually remembers that next month, I will give them figure.
Oh, don't say next month.
Yeah, because I don't.
It's only the 4th.
Oh,
That's
now it's
what
Thunder
Amazon said. Yeah, exactly. Foreboding.
Well, I mean,
been thundering here.
I assume it's thunder. It's 2020, so that might be bombs. It might be Godzilla. Who the fuck knows?
It might be bombs. It might be Godzilla. It might be the police. It might be
bombing Godzilla. Or it could be an attack from Canada. Also with us is TFanPage101 sporting his new haircut.
Hey, how are y'all? My week has been a week. I've been mostly mentally okay. Physically, my stomach is turning on me. I forced too much food in there too often, and my stomach is like, yeah, we're not gonna let you be as fat as you want to be. So,
I wish my stomach told me that.
Yeah, we're gonna just pour more acid in your stomach and let you figure it out.
You're getting the old man stomach.
Yes. But
I like the new Joe.
It's an improvement. T, did you get anything this week?
I picked up Call of Duty McFarlane Toys Captain John Price. Yay! He's awesome. I
Ironically,
did a
at low
review.
price.
Yeah, at a super low price. I also picked up these fun MicroMasters, and I uploaded the video. And at the same time, Prime versus Prime uploaded Sleep Mode Optimus Prime, so nobody watched it. Yay!
Funny
No
'cause
one
when
even
we
sure was
recorded,
real until
your video and his video are like both side by side. Someone shared both of them.
Though I did actually watch a very good video of Misfire the other day. I was actually really enjoying it. Really like the guy pointed out the silvers quite nicely.
Misfire.
Great name for a
You
Decepticon.
mean
Oh,
Aimless with
Aimless.
Misfire?
God,
That's
and
the-
you call yourself a Transformers fan.
Well, Misfire was in the video.
true. Misfire was holding Aimless. I'm sorry. I'm on my second vodka.
Right.
But the silvers were nice.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for my fig hunt. I picked up this dude Ghost, and he's ready to do a review, Mac.
to the max.
Just-
Sweet Reaper from Overwatch.
A spitting image, right? IP infringement all the way.
Why Hasbro didn't open up with him, I will never know.
Come on. And then they end it without him, to be honest.
And there's a
Oh. The Mac is because this skull face kind of looks like somebody.
I was gonna say I think that's patent pending, so I don't know how much you should use that.
One thing I expect
can't.
to see in your review, I want to see Spawn holding those guns.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
That's why you keep me around.
But he deserves a bigger gun.
That's why I gave him Bloodshot's gun.
I guess I need. When that hits below $15, let me know.
Give it a month.
But
Also joining us, waiting very patiently for his turn, a man that literally has Transformers fan in his name, all the way from Canada, TFanPage101's Brian. What's up, man? Thank you for joining us.
I'm not sure how well this joke of me just focusing on Tahu is going, but hello.
If you saw, I've been pointing it out the whole time next to you. Don't worry.
It's been going well enough.
Hey, I'm Brian from TFanPage101. If you know my content, then I apologize. And yeah.
He's
'Cause
never
I'm
seen our show. This guy's never seen our show, has he?
What, where am I?
He doesn't even know we're being recorded right now. He was just sent the link. He's
Where am I?
clicked on 3 links today. One was from the Nigerian prince. One was from asking for money, and then this one he just clicked the link to the show. And I think this is the one he regrets the most.
I will tell you this: this one does not involve an OnlyFans page.
Yet.
Did you get anything neat?
So
recently, Brian?
since it's your first time on the show, you could literally tell us anything, and we would believe you.
Oh. I created Kool-Aid back in 1945.
You did? Oh yeah.
Yeah. The mascot is based on me because that's why I'm wearing the red shirt.
It was endorsed by Jim Jones quite heavily.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Read your history, kids.
Yeah. You can't deny me until you research it and find out that I'm lying. But otherwise,
this is America. They don't do research.
That's true. It's that you've now created a headline, and we don't go past that. So, you're good.
It'll be on the news everywhere.
So, do you have any recent acquisitions you want to tell us about? Something that tickles your fancy?
I did also order from Amazon, and I got it less than a week later. I got Siege Crosshairs.
Ooh.
It was regular $30. Now it was $24, I believe it was. So not so bad. And then this was on pre-order and finally shipped out. I got Studio Series Scrapper.
Isn't that the one you like, T-Man?
Yeah.
The one.
I really like it. Took them 11 years. 11 years to make this thing. They did it. Because all we had was an arm.
Also, this just in, no effort randomness has some input.
You see, oh,
He's seen some of your content.
I do apologize for that. I will probably not be as good as a guest as Bolt Matrix, but here we go.
We don't compare. We don't compare here. We're just glad you're here.
In my head because I'm paranoid.
Well, I can't help you with that. There's therapy that can be not here. We mean we're just
therapy costs money. I can buy toys to distract myself. So
then you are well on your way. Join us.
That's you will see us all. We have plenty of fidget stuff to mess with here.
Wait, you guys have toys too?
Dude,
Transformers?
He actually took yours off the shelf.
All right.
Where'd it go?
That's magic.
Give it back.
Some of us collect
All right.
toys, but this is a show about pool chemicals, so I don't know what you're doing with those toys in your hand.
I don't know a thing about pool chemicals, so you could tell me everything about that then.
It tastes great with Kool-Aid.
Yeah, just don't get there. Yeah, one is chlorine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we should. For those of you who are just joining us now, I have a
That was the
feeling
original
this is
type
going to be one of our most random shows to date. Strap yourselves in, get yourself a beverage. It's Thursday night, and the Figure Action podcast is going off the rails.
Yeah, I don't foresee us getting back on the rails, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's kind of wherever it goes.
Just relax, sit and chill.
That's why we're here, and apparently 15 people like that idea for some reason. So
have a nice cup of burger and.
So, Matt,
I'm not sure what to make of that.
How was your week, and what did you do?
No, I'm still the cup of burger thing's just kind of making me revisit some stuff in my life. Hi, I've had a week just like everybody else. I mean, you step outside and there's crap. You turn on the news and there's crap. So. I don't do either of those things as much as I don't have to. I still have to go to work, so that sucks. But anyway, as far as plastic crack goes, I too had an Amazon order that was supposed to be here, and I ordered it through T's custom Amazon page, and it got delayed, and I hold him personally responsible.
You are not my clients.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
I think he might actually. He probably has them in his house. He's typing up the fake Amazon emails. Your shit is delayed. Click here if you really want it, and then you don't put anywhere to click.
That would be awesome if I could redirect toys.
I'm trying to see if Team Enemy can do this.
Your powers combined.
I'm
and if anybody's listening to this audio only, why?
No, Team, you go down. You go.
That's going to be the first of 11 times you're going to hear that this episode.
He is complete. We don't need Devastator when we can combine two scrappers.
See, this is how two countries need to come together, just like that.
Just with scrappers.
Right.
So, due to T's influence, I actually picked up Magic Square's. No, not Magic. I get those two fucking companies confused all the time, and they're nowhere near the same. I got New Age's Little Bugs, and they're the toy version. They're little tiny
bees knees.
Yes, they're little tiny overpriced bugs. But you know, if you're a Legends collector, then bitching about price is kind of stupid. Oh wait, that's all of third party.
Enjoy it while you got it.
Enjoy it while you got it. Yep.
Well,
and people complain about the cliff.
Foreshadowing.
Say that again. Good on you. Anyway, let's get down to it. Since I'm both hosting and operating the back end stuff with the show notes and the web pages, you're gonna have to bear with me in our most professionally produced show we've ever had. So Teespring, we have a Teespring store. I know Brian's gonna buy from it because he's a cool dude like that.
Okay.
And he likes.
Brian has the most badass logo I have seen. I gotta tell you that. Did you do that logo yourself?
Yes, I did. I did it on GIMP and I animated it on HitFilm.
I just have to. This is not a joke. This is true praise. I love your logo, your little image That is a very cool thing.
Thank you.
Wait, there still might be a joke.
There is no joke.
Okay.
There is no. There is no
Sometimes with Dave, you
idea.
have to wait a little bit longer just to make sure.
Yeah, I was kind of like, something's going on here. No.
I was waiting for me to poop on. Great
This has
logo.
nothing to do with my high school life. There is no jokes involved.
There's been a lot of different versions of that logo, but I'm pretty happy with the one that's out now. I even have it on a shirt. I should have brought that one out.
I like your cartoon logo too.
Thank you.
All of which everyone in the chat and listening is just sort of imagining. So I'm gonna have a link to his channel in the show notes.
This guy has some
It
fun
looks like
stuff.
this with a face on it and 2 eyes, and it's really cool. So
Seriously, after the show, check some of this guy's stuff out. He's got some fun, surreal reviews. He's got like this weird meta drama going on, which is kind of neat, which definitely shows a case of his collection. I love the fact that you're using the Armada figures, you're using the Prime figures. Yes, I went through it. Yeah, I did research. I mean, nothing would be horrible than having a guest on the show and not know anything about them.
Yeah, but how far did you dig into the research? Did you find out?
I'm still not wearing pants.
he's gonna fit. Right
We
in.
lost
I
him, Dave.
like this guy.
I was gonna ask him about his channel and his page and his collecting and all that, but he's gone. So fuck that.
Let's say it in
No.
French and he'll come back.
No, we obviously have a guest tonight. So we have some news to talk about, but let's talk about you, sir. You're the new face here. Go to it. Do a spiel. Tell us some things and woo people over to your page to watch your videos.
And
I
show
was
some
born in 1994, and then at some
old.
point I decided to get a YouTube channel.
That was
That
a
is
good
my
decision.
origin story.
I think he's the second youngest guest we've had on the show.
Really? So on my channel, originally I had a Facebook page called Transformers Fan Page, which I still run today. But oh god, I got bigger.
I have that effect.
That happens when we're excited.
Obviously, my ego has blown up, so it does make sense. I had a Facebook page called Transformers Fan Page, and I decided to tie that in with the YouTube channel. I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel, but didn't really have a reason to do it. On the Facebook page, I originally wanted to do a comic, and I announced, hey, I'm going to do this series. Does anyone want to see it? And then a bunch of people auditioned thinking it was a stop-motion series. And so I thought, you know what, let's just make it a stop-motion. So I made the YouTube channel. That's what kind of kicked it off. But my YouTube channel is not just reviews. I'm trying to make it podcasts. I've got my own type of podcast. I've got series, actual shows like Misfortune, which is kind of like Red versus Blue, but with Transformers. So a lot of swearing. I've got Creo Craze that I'm trying to work on, which is kind of a random thing. Hasn't really aged too well. And then
Who has?
sorry, what?
Who has aged well? Come on.
And what's the other series that I got? Oh, I'm trying to work on Cybertron Legends, which is going to be kind of like, it's like Love, Death, Robots, but with Transformers. And basically, it was kind of meant to be a hub of like different types of content related to Transformers that I wanted to do, because I wanted to entertain people. I like making people smile. Transformers makes me smile, so I wanted to kind of connect that. And I've been going at it for about 9 years now, and I've definitely evolved my content a little more nowadays. Because with my reviews, they weren't that great originally, but nowadays I'm kind of happy with how they're going. At the current moment, I've got the Siege Month thing going on, so you're going to see a whole bunch of reviews related to Siege, and it's going to lead up to Trypticon, actually, because the last one's going to be Brunt. I also do Autism Awareness Month during April, so usually there's something going on then. And yeah, that's kind of my thing. I do comedy, news, talk, if I feel like it. Just different things. Was that too much?
No,
Not at all.
that's exactly
That
what
was
we're
good
looking
enough.
for.
Yeah.
I definitely like the news because sometimes I don't know about the stuff until you talk about it.
Yeah, it's nice to
It's
have
news.
it's nice to have an aggregated channels that do that. They tend to be I guess those are videos for you guys that are a little bit easier to kind of crank out and still have decent content to. I mean, you got to do the research, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
without the stop motion and all the extra stuff, you can kind of sit down and crank out a video on that. Is that accurate to say?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I will also say that I do get quite a bit of attention from those videos, so they really do help.
That's what I was going to say. It's nice to have someone that sits down and does that for you and puts all the news out there, in one easy to digest video.
Yeah, I definitely don't try to make it like lazy or anything.
Sure.
I'm not saying you're implying that, of course, but
No, there's some love in your stuff.
yeah, I try to do what I can.
I always want to do news, then I get lazy. Then I don't do news.
See, T's the man that puts a ton of work into his videos, but then when it comes to doing anything else, he's like, meh. And then there's this show where we barely throw it together every week. So who the hell are we to talk?
I would love to do like a news thing, except I just don't have the energy. I mean, especially then. I mean, you do some phenomenal stuff. I mean, we got for me, I've Robo. I think does some of the best news from Twoosh. Jay Cochran from TNI Toys says news, but he's dry. So I mean, you are definitely, like I said, we catch your stuff. We can feel the energy. We can feel the love. You
The
truly
views
live.
and opinions of True Starscream are the views and opinions of True Starscreamer.
Are my
Right.
views and opinions, and I'm just saying, you definitely got. You live up to your name, and it's a very cool thing seeing that passion and seeing some positivity in the fandom.
Yeah, there's a lot of heat with different things. Well, with me, I don't feel like I need to hate on, let's say, Hasbro stuff or anything in particular, because there's people who like third party or Hasbro and stuff like that. So I also want to make a point. I don't necessarily say that I should clarify. I don't necessarily call it really just news. It's just like I like talking about the news, of course, but it's usually just something that interests me that just came out, and I wanted to talk about it.
Right. You're not going to kind of put together, if it's that's sort of the way we do it here, is that it's stuff that we want to talk about. It's not necessarily trying to aggregate every last bit of thing that happened since the last time you were there. It's stuff that you specifically, it's your channel, so you're going to talk about the stuff that you're interested in.
I'm not that deep into the comics, so I don't really talk about it too much.
Sure.
Yeah.
In comics today, another one was published this month. And on to sports.
Yeah.
Now, we touched on it a little bit before we went live, but do you collect other things besides Transformers?
Oh God, where do I start? I collect Hot Wheels. I have a lot. I have a Facebook page for that in case anyone wants to see. You just have to search up Brian's Hot Wheels collection. It's got a longer title, but you search that up, it should come up. I think I have about 1,200 Hot Wheels cars. I could be wrong. I've got Halo Mega Constructs down the side here, or Mega Blocks. One of my biggest things that I have is the Mammoth, which I did not pay for, and it's $200. I won it at a contest for stop motion.
Very nice.
Oh, awesome.
And there were people who were better at doing the stop motion. I don't even know how I won that thing, but yeah. And well, of course, Transformers and Bionicle. I love Bionicle.
That's it?
I know. What the hell is a Bionicle?
No, that's not what I was
Hot Wheels
Is it a
collecting
Gundam?
is hard, isn't it?
It's a red Gundam. It's crazy song.
Whoa. Check it out.
Hot Wheels collecting is hard, isn't it?
Kind of. See, I like some of the specialized ones, like the Jetsons car or anything Batman related or DeLorean, Back to the Future. But
Mhm.
I also love, and this is probably why I'm okay with Transformers and repaints and stuff like that, and some of the weird stuff. I love the weird cars. Like there's a Hot Wheels car that looks like a dragon that I would play for hours with as a kid. Um, and I would even buy the repaints of the Hot Wheels. So with Transformers, I've had experience buying repaints. So
Where's
I think
Jordan
the
and
most
his
oddball
asterisks and side swipes?
Yeah, the most oddball Hot Wheels figure vehicle I saw was like a wheelchair. And I was like, can
that's
somebody
like
actually really fit in
weird.
there?
There's like
I did-
there's a soda bottle Hot Wheels car. I'm trying to think of like
I never had access to the wheelchair one.
there's a fast food one that's got fries, burgers, and all this in one car. So
I'm about to look that up.
That's
Dave, you're about to get a timeout for that one.
You wouldn't. Wait. Don't. Move the mouse. Move your hand from there.
yeah,
Don't do it.
power now.
I'm going to
He does.
cripple your ability to speak. Hold on.
Oh,
Now remember, I'm doing the link stuff too, so
Yeah,
I'm not.
okay.
Yeah, you're good.
oh, thank God.
Do it anyways.
He does.
You know what?
he went straight up Palpatine on you. Do it. Do it.
Do it now.
I'm telling you right now. If you're free Thursday nights, you are more than welcome. You're fitting right in, pal.
I should be. Yeah, I could come in once in a while.
To Dave extending invitations, he's not allowed to. Come on, man.
No, you're not. I found a picture of I found a picture of the soda Hot Wheels. It's also a bottle opener.
Yeah.
That's handy.
I love that thing.
It's a shame it's a kid's toy because that means they can't get a beer one.
You could repaint it.
that's
You're
what
a painter, Dave. Come on.
That's the only thing you can open with it is beer.
No.
Soda doesn't have those type of tops.
There's also another car that I love. I think it's one of my favorites called Tooligan, and it's an actual wrench.
And then if it was
Amazing.
so it's a wrench, and so that they turned it into pliers, it would be a retool again. Okay, I'm gonna get booted.
No, you weren't actually. I was happy with that.
Okay.
I have quirky
Contact
taste,
Mattel,
man.
maybe
That
we'll
one's
do
good.
But no. I mean, and your collection looks gorgeous behind it. It's a great display.
Thank you. I took a long time to do.
T's leaning in for a good look.
Yes, T-Man, he has that toy. As I said, when you look at his stop motion stuff, that really impresses me because he's really showcasing the depth of his collection. That's what I really like.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's some shelves that are kind of like random, but I definitely wanted a movie, definitely wanted a Prime. I love Transformers Prime. It's one of my favorite series.
Hell yeah.
But definitely Generations. And then on the top, I got some random stuff, but I'm gonna eventually keep it Studio Series, and I think the new Generation stuff when I get to it. So I've still got to organize some stuff, but yeah.
No, I haven't seen every episode. Is it all Hasbro? No third party?
I don't know who that is.
Did you just get a one up?
I just got a call from the spam caller.
Caller 5, you're on the air.
I should have answered it. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Are there any third party in your collection?
Oh, I have a few. I don't normally go after it personally, but I do have a couple. I got at the bottom shelf. I got UFO, which was the Cosmos. I bought that for like $10, so I thought, why not? I got Ambulance, which is that Legends Ratchet, and I got STF Barrage, which is the Dino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And,
I wanted that, and then I didn't want it.
Yeah, I understand, but I really like it. So yeah, not much in third party though. Other than that,
Your wallet's safer that way.
Is it? I guess.
it's just like Transformers, the Hasbro stuff is more convenient to get. I could go to a Walmart and I could buy them. Third party, I can't always predict how the quality is, and sometimes this is the same thing with Masterpiece for me. If I spend too much on a toy, I kind of get worried about it because it could break, and I'm out like how much money. I'm not saying every third party figure is going to do that. It's just I kind of have that worry.
It's a gamble, right? It's always a riskier venture.
Exactly, yeah.
And how much is MP44 in Canadian money?
600. I could go to EB Games and get it for 600.
But will you? I don't think
I'm
you
more
will.
impressed that EB Games is having it. Now,
Funny enough, when they announced MP44, I had just gotten MP10 from the Lazy Eyebrow reviewer because he was moving on from Transformers at that time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
he's always back and forth.
So here's the $700 question. Then did you order Unicron?
Oh, God, I wanted to. I really wanted to. I'll see.
I adjusted for the dollar value.
I'll see if it hits Toys R Us. Maybe I'll save up for that because I feel like
hits what?
I know, right? That mystical, that legendary store. It's the Articuno of toy stores anymore.
He also mentioned EB Games. We don't have them either. I think the last time I was in
Walgreens, so I couldn't get the Ratchet.
So you can come down here with us and go to GameStop and be disappointed with the rest of us.
I think last time I was in EB Games, it was Electronic Boutique.
Boutique, yes. You see, T-Man and I are old. He and I are. We were born in the 1970s.
Yeah, we were adults when you were born.
Is this creepy then?
What? Sorry, what?
What's happening?
So, with all of that having been said, if anybody in the chat has any questions for him, we'll throw them up as you ask them. Other than that, I guess we'll move on and talk about a little bit of news stuff. We do hit upon a bunch of third-party news as well as Hasbro official and other toy lines. So we're going to jump in with the first topic of the day, of the evening, and that is with the looming, the pending, the overwhelming foreshadowing of the Don't Call It Zeta Core Star. The third-party Unicron is on his way out. In fact, some places have him already. So if I can, through the magic of I should also say this, the thunderstorm is very much going on. So if I lose power, pretty much the show is fucked because nobody here has controls but me. So you all have fun with that. But here, I'm still here, so we're good. So let me go to share screen and get some pictures of the...
I'm going to do so bad that he's going to turn it off and blame it on the thunderstorm.
That is absolutely not going to happen. Can you guys see that? Is that coming through?
Yes. Yes. Hold on, I'm getting things ready on my end.
I don't know what that means. So anyway...
That's a bold choice that they made a figure with no head.
So there we go.
Yeah,
it's like we're there.
Ready the YouTube strike.
That's true. They do go after the movie music
if I got
more than the show music.
If I get like less than 15 seconds, I'm good.
I don't know. They got me for 10 seconds one day.
Yeah, but it could have been for your voice. Maybe you were mimicking while singing so well that they thought it was the actual artist. See, now that's too close to accurate. You're going to get us kicked.
Nerds.
Anywho, thanks, Kara Show Z, and I've got him here on TFW, we have pictures of both the packaging and the in shot of. We're gonna go ahead and say big. You can't see me right. Well, air quotes Unicron, and I mean he comes packaged in robot mode, which I think made a lot of people happy because if you don't want to screw around with it, you just want to pose it and display it. There you go. You're good.
And those not Zeta joints are really tight.
There's ratchets and anything that moves from the video I saw, anything that moves has a ratchet in it, right down to the wrist, and waist rotations all have at least a soft ratchet. So as long as the build quality is good on this guy, I think we're in for a treat. I have this guy coming from Nate's Toys, link in the description, and I'm excited, man. Like, I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, no, he doesn't have a head in this package. No, he doesn't have the rings in this package. That comes in a separate box that is included with your purchase. So don't worry about that. It's the legal hoops they're jumping through.
I just wish I had the space for it. That's what it all boils down to. I just had no place to put it.
So in alt mode, he's the size of a basketball. And in robot mode, he's 17 and a half to 18 inches tall.
Did they collapse the legs for the packaging, by the way?
They certainly did. I think that was probably a smart move. Either that or this is his prepubescent, right before his growth spurt, and you have to get the next version up to get him as adult Unicron.
So he's pulling a Rodimus Prime.
Yeah, he's got these big pimples on his shoulder. This dude hasn't quite gotten there yet. He hasn't really gotten interested in girls, but he will. So I think it looks great. Some people were complaining that the chest on Unicron isn't symmetrical like this, but someone else also pointed out that it depends on what frame of the movie you watch, that it changes. So I think
my chest is not symmetrical either.
This is true. We're going to have screenshots of that in a few minutes. So here's the outside of the front of the box. And I got to tell you, like, Jordan's initial reaction was that he hated it. I kind of think this is... I don't know. I think it's kind of awesome, actually. I mean,
it looks like God, what was that show on Nickelodeon?
Oh, the Monsters School Mansion thing.
Real Monsters.
No, like like the Aquabats were on it. Oh my gosh, I'll know in a second. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
But that does look like the Fosters' Home Imaginary Friends too.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
So they're going to sidestep Hasbro's and Takara's legal team here, but they're not. They're going to run right into Disney's because of Monsters Inc. I think there's a lot of Monsters Inc. So this is
like,
Studio One cell.
How many
box.
times are you going to look at that box after you open it?
Well, probably, I don't know, this quirky ass thing, maybe a lot. Now the backside, I don't know if there's pictures here of the backside of the box. The backside of the box actually does
Yo
have...
Gabba Gabba. That's what looks so Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh yeah.
The outside of the box actually does have pictures of the product. So if I scroll down here, hopefully I got the right page. I tried to look at it beforehand. That's a video that you can go watch on TFW at your leisure.
Not now, no.
Not now. It's not available right now, so you got to wait until about another hour. So let me just scroll down here.
I'll get to you later, Nightwing. Just don't forget, I see you there. I'm watching you. Just be aware. I just haven't said anything to you.
I'm watching you.
Alrighty, so care of Mr. LJ here, who has some great shots of this thing. So obviously the head can come detached because it comes detached. We are pretty sure there's a switch on top of the head that is a light up gimmick, and this looks like it's not being utilized, and damn, but those eyes pop. I really like that.
I know what he's saying. He's saying, "Ah!"
Real Monsters. His mouth opens too, which is great. I don't know if we knew that before, but we damn well know it now.
Does it have a damaged deco face?
I mean, if you can do that yourself. Since they sell the head and the wings separate, you could always get another one and beat it to hell if you'd like.
And who transforms into COVID?
It kind of.
Kind of.
So COVIDtron here.
I don't get. I mean, I understand why they have like one of the display things for him to sit on. I don't get why they gave him two. I really don't.
I don't
He can
either.
suck
All I
up
know is that
things
it
out of
works.
his butt.
Right, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like so I think it's clever the way they have this effect piece that could be a sucking in, or it holds up the whole thing with space for the ring. So I think it's clever, but yes, I agree. Why couldn't this display base be anything else? Maybe it was just cheaper for them to mold it for a double purpose. That could be.
I think that's
I still have my damaged head that came with Primus.
So do I.
I wonder if they're doing this so that they can do a Primus later on, or maybe other planets or something. I don't know.
That's true. They could come up with their own planet idea. Go ahead.
I was going to say Primus. I think was still. I mean, that's one of the few done Figueroa designs I absolutely adore, and I was so happy when they came up with that.
I think it's about time we get a third-party Primus figure.
I think if this thing sells well, it'll probably be next, because it's, once you see the more. Now, this is probably the more popular figure, I would think. But yes, I think if there's a market for transforming planets in the third party, this is going to lead the way for that. I mean, it'll be more likely.
Most recent Primus we got was the last night, so I guess there's still.
Which was the same Primus. That was the same Primus.
Yeah. But I guess there's still, at least an interest. I mean, Takara also re-released it when they did a Unicron repaint at some point. So
that was originally what, Transformers Cybertron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never got that, but I did like it. I appreciated it from afar.
That was such. It's a good figure. That was one of my favorite scenes in all of Cybertron when he fought Starscream and kicked his ass.
So what are your guys' opinions on the plate here, the covering that gives it the more accurate mouthpiece?
Hasbro did it better.
Yeah.
So they did. I also think
Hasbro has a little more depth to it, I think.
Sure.
I mean,
what if they made a Primus that was the same size as the HasLab Unicron?
So smaller than
a third party. Like bigger.
They'd have to sell it in parts, 4 or 5 parts, and over the span of like 2 years.
Well, at least he didn't have rings, though.
It'd be cool if it had like little 5mm pegs so that you can just port some Siege figures like Optimus on top of it.
Well, with the the Unicron, the HasLab Unicron is part of the
War for Cybertron.
The War for Cybertron trilogy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if it had like actual pegs so that a figure could stand on top of it, I think that'd be interesting. Or even on this or Primus. I love that.
I think it does have ports on the HasLab one has ports on it, so you might be able to do it some type of way with like a weapon or something.
Yeah.
But so he's going to be out in the wild very, very soon if he's not already. Overseas, it seems like he's released or well on his way.
I like how I think on the side of the knees they turn some parts inside out just to cover it so that it just spreads out a lot of those planet parts. Yeah.
So if you, I would highly suggest, you're not in for getting it, but I would suggest there are some transformation videos already out. That's sort of the draw for me for this guy. Not only the size, because I didn't want the huge HasLab one, which does have, in my opinion, the better planet mode by far. But this guy's transformation is kind of genius. I mean, his entire arm just go watch it. I'm not even going to try to describe it. But it's I don't know. This thing's pretty well thought out. Like I said, they figured that the people were probably going to look at this and say that, load for me, that this mouth is sort of substandard, right? This maul is not the best. It's fine. It mimics what it's supposed to look like, but it's sort of meh. So they said, all right, fine, we're going to get a cap for it. I appreciate that. You could have it either way. But then on top of that, like, just with even so, okay, so these side panels here on the arms on planet mode are discolored. So this should be all blue going back on both sides here, but because of the way it transforms, it has to be yellow for robot mode. They gave you alternate parts. These two parts are exactly this. You get two versions of each, a blue or whatever the hell, grayish, bluish, and the orange to swap them out. at least in the last accessory batch pictures that I saw. I don't know. Hopefully they stuck with that. So you have the option to have it totally accurate in planet mode or totally accurate in robot mode, which good on them.
Yeah.
And you don't have that dumbass light up hand feature that the Armada one had.
Yeah. So we all
So
did just to throw the middle finger up.
So that's him. Well on its way. I'm excited. If you can't already tell, I'm excited about him. But
There may be a chance that I can touch that figure.
I mean,
Well,
I
I'm
like
going
the
to
picture of
own it,
him
so
with all the combiners.
you know,
I
like-
sorry.
no, fine. Good.
I probably just won't get it because it's just not anything. But I mean, it looks good. You know.
Well,
It's also, I think too, if you got in with the, not now, but if you got in with the price, it was $250-ish when it first came out, which is again expensive in the realm of Transformers, sure. But I think for a Unicron figure, that's not too bad. But now if you buy it retail at any of the or pre-order, it's $400.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow, no.
Um,
Compared to their compared to the combiners, or no, compared to the 2 Omega Supremes that came out, I think that's a good price. It's $250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
That's
that
what got me
400,
involved, so
no.
no,
more
no.
than fair. I mean, that said that thing was more than fairly priced. So
Yeah, 400. You might as well just. Well, it's too late to get the HasLab, but
yeah.
What were you drinking earlier?
Vodka, soda, and lime. Why?
And you're playing with a knife.
Yeah.
That's towards the end of the episode. That's the fun that we have. Where I just go like this, and we just see what happens while we talk in the background.
This particular one is double bladed. It's one of my favorites. It's like
Oh,
it's
even
like
more dangerous.
it's like a batarang. I mean, it's designed like a it's literally a
I was gonna say
batarang.
it looks like a batarang.
Harakiri.
I love
So,
this thing. This is one of my
moving
favorite knives.
on, we know that. Oh, I'm not sharing anymore, am I? Let's.
Nope.
We know
No more
that.
fingers.
We know that. What the hell? Big Firebird Toys has a version of RC coming out, but they also have another a
This
combiner
is
coming out, and this is
interesting.
sort of crazy. Yeah. So is that coming across decently on the share?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Okay. So it's going to be a combiner, and it's made of 4 tiny chibi chicks that transform into different things. So let's.
Jobby will love that.
That in itself, the fact that it's 4 and not 5, I find that's cool engineering.
I think is it 4?
I
Well,
did
I think
take-
it is 5.
Is it 5? Okay. I was just going by this picture.
Oh, right. The fifth
Actually,
one's
no.
Yeah, the fifth one's a tank. They're not showing it. It's in black and it's silhouetted.
But wouldn't it have a 5 on it? I mean, to be fair, I don't know what that says superimposed on the tank.
Unless that's like an additional piece that goes with it.
Oh, it's a part. It's a parts former.
See, that's why we're here. Tie it all together. So I mean,
Sonic.
yeah, it's a thing, and it sure is.
It's
I
better
oddly
than
like
the. Sorry,
We do it all
Better
the
than
time.
what?
it's better
better
than the
than what?
movie RC, and hopefully they finish it off this time.
The RC has been in development hell for a while. I mean, it seems they're moving on it. It's just taking time, which is good. Take your time, get it right.
Oh, I was referring to the Alita 1 that was just a repaint of Chromia.
Oh. I mean,
Ah,
it's not my thing,
But
Yeah.
this,
but
this
I appreciate the engineering I'm seeing with this. I just have
I mean,
no
that's
place.
cool
For this.
little,
I just
like,
have no place for this in my collection. I mean, it's
and they
just-
come with effect pieces too, so that's cool.
That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, they look posable. They look well balanced. I'm really. It's just I have no place for that in my collection. If I would, if somebody had like Nendoroids, is that how you pronounce it? Nendoroid,
Nendoroids.
Nindroid?
the Figma from Good Smile. This would absolutely be perfect for your collection. I mean, I can see a place for it.
You know,
It's just
do we know how tall it is?
Probably not that tall. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's that big. Wait a minute. Let me go back to see if there was a measurement.
I don't imagine them bigger than a Voyager, but I could.
Let me let me scroll through the rest of the pictures real quick, and I'll see if Chosen Prime has a. So there's the tank. They were all secretive about it in the beginning. It looks like it's a weapon set, maybe, like that's a hammer or something. But there you go. They don't have any real clear pictures of the combined mode, but that's the thing that's happening. So hopefully the quality this company produces is good, and
hopefully they actually come out.
Well, that's true. So Chosen Prime doesn't have any other details on it per se, but fifth secret member, which I guess was the tank. I don't know. It's a thing. Now, since it's right here, I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Is that it's been forever coming, but Mastermind Creations is finally releasing another member of the DJD.
Oof.
So there he is. In fact, I think he's already out. I think I saw pictures of it in shipping boxes in the package. So looks great. I'm out of the DJD for Mastermind. I know for a fact Jordan's going to be picking these up, so we'll get some feedback when he gets a hold of them.
He'll pick those up, and then when the repaints come out, he'll pick those up, and then the slight remolds come out, he'll pick those up, and.
Well, to be fair though, he's very open and honest about his completionism with both Masterpiece and Reformatted. So.
Oh, I know. I'm just.
Well, yeah.
Next summer, when COVID is hopefully gone, we can go to his house. But then they'll be on the next thing.
Remember that?
I think you're referring to COVID-20, and we're all looking forward to that.
Ooh, is that a
that
video Prime?
Yeah, one of my.
I forgot all about that thing.
I was having the Starscream, but I just thought, this is dopier.
I will appreciate every nostalgia you get from that time period. Just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, I used to watch a couple of the episodes. I was just hooked on TV, and I saw this, and I was like, hey, that looks kind of cool. But
we know nothing about that, right?
Right.
God, I'm just remembering on that Autobot Tarn thing that was an April Fool's joke.
That became a reality.
I thought that was an April Fool's joke.
That Mastermind did a repaint of their Tarn and made it a reality.
Oh.
See, get into third party, man. You can spend a lot of money on shit that, maybe shouldn't exist.
Man, another Devastator, another Superion, another Optimus Prime.
I know, right?
Oh, cool.
And he's red and blue. Shocking.
But this one has got cell shading accents.
Hey, I saw that
different ion cannon that looks a little better, and it's round the thing.
I like this guy.
He sounds just like some reviewers too. So the cell shaded one, at least I can say I saw in person, and that thing scares the shit out of me because for the price of that thing and the way Joe was trying to get some of the joints were so oh my god, I cringed when he was
Did
trying
you have to help
manipulate
him?
it. Well, I had to hold it down while he lifted the leg up, because the ratchet.
That is going out of context.
No, it's exactly what it sounds like.
That's the soundbite of the night.
And it probably sounded like it was screaming at the same time.
There was no Joe Biden involved.
Get into my van.
I mean, it was just the paint's beautiful on it, but damn, it's just I would be not for me. Get the knife. So another figure that we're going into this mainline Hasbro. Another figure that I don't think we even knew existed till a few weeks ago, and then all of a sudden it shows up. Is this little beauty? As I go back to sharing screen.
Well, now you have
Tiddly-doo.
Yes.
Wake him up.
So he's just asleep, kids. There's nothing to see here.
I like those guns.
Thank you. I've been working on
went to the farm and
yeah, and we can't see him anymore, but he's happy upstate there with my aunt and uncle.
He didn't. I didn't finish the review. He didn't come with those guns, right?
No.
Oh.
They were just added. It's like the Windblade sword on that Optimus Prime.
Oh.
That's disappointing.
But I think watch when the Netflix version of this comes out, it's gonna have battle damage all over the chest and
Oh.
ab area.
I do like that faceplate though.
So I tell you, they would have me buying this guy if his face exactly resembled Dark Awakening.
hmm
If they had the guts to do that zombie Prime face on here and had that one weird hanging out eye and the craziness, I would buy this because that episode scared me. I already talked about that, but this is sort of half-assing it. I think
Right.
we had
like the
someone's
paint
dog
job.
chew up all the heads and put it back on the
You
figure.
don't call it half
He doesn't have the mark when Megatron.
has-assing it.
Mhm.
Let me zoom in.
He has the what? The mark what?
He does have the mark in the waist where Megatron pretty much stabbed and shot him. So at least he's got
Oh yeah,
that.
he does. You're right there.
Oh, you know what? Instead of waiting for the Netflix, repro labels will help us out.
Yeah. See, I don't get why people really have a problem with this. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. But some of the concerns is kind of confusing to me. Like, one, nobody would buy a dead Optimus Prime, or like kids wouldn't buy a dead Optimus Prime. And it's like, this is definitely towards the collector's market more than anything.
Right.
Second, if you're still complaining about the dead Optimus Prime thing and how, oh, it tormented me as a kid, it's probably time you got over it because it's been about 30 years since then.
Look, some of us carry scars that run deeper than that, all right?
I would.
We're
I'm only
trying.
sad when I watch the movie.
I got a feeling that this was an abandoned SDCC exclusive.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be a convention exclusive, but it's going to be an online thing.
Yes.
Well, I think, as I said, I think it was supposed to have been, but since every convention got canceled, which that's fine. I love my definition of a perfect exclusive is, ooh, that's cool. If I had it, that would be neat. But if I don't, I can live on with my life.
Yes, instead of releasing certain characters only available through a convention, like that's
Exactly.
crazy talk.
Would you rather a figure that as a convention exclusive, like Brainstorm, where you couldn't complete the set unless you got the exclusive Walgreens or that 3-pack, or you're screwed. You wouldn't have the rest of the set. Having an Optimus Prime that you don't need but would be cool to get is better. Another problem that I saw about the sleep mode Optimus Prime was that God, what was it? It was a really common issue that people were having.
I mean, it's a great Prime mold. It's a great Prime.
Yeah. God, I had something, but now I just completely forgot about it.
I will point out too that especially in this shot, with the color contrast being a little less than the regular release, it does give him this squared off look because you can the backpack really bleeds through. I think on at least with this shot, makes him look a little more squarish than the regular release.
Yeah,
I love the paint because it really looks like I don't know what you call it when you take the color out of a real image.
just saturation.
Yeah,
He looks like you're about to Photoshop him into something stupid.
like it doesn't look real when the hand is touching it.
So I think did Jordan point this out? Somebody said something that maybe instead of coming with the trailer, he should have come with the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't lay him down on it. So
Or if the trailer turns into a table.
That's true.
Perceptor, stop being lazy and fix me.
Right, and like you're just looking at me.
Prime, I'm
I
sorry.
just don't
Your
feel-
insurance didn't approve it. The procedure.
Oh, that was the other thing. People were saying, "Oh, it's a spoiler to the show." I'm sure. I don't think so. I think this is just made as a toy. Either way, we got the Quintesson, so anything could happen. Even if he does die, he could come back like that. But
Like Dark Awakening.
yeah,
I
exactly.
wonder if they're going to pronounce it quintessence like they do on Cyberverse. That drives me crazy.
Do
But
you know
I have
that
to live with it.
Like
the odd
pronouncing
thing
it-
about the Netflix show is that everything is a spoiler for that show if they never release it? Where is it? To give us a date.
God, I had a point, and now I don't remember what the point was. It was very important.
There's something about the convention, like exclusive characters in the convention.
We have that effect on people.
Yeah.
You're gonna remember in an hour from now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like after the show, everyone's done. I'm just like, oh.
You can message us.
So,
But
That's the
I
thing.
definitely want it because I don't know. It's a cool repaint. I don't have the original. I need to get that first, obviously. But you know, this
It's
is
fine.
that was it. It's just for collectors, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's what I said. I think this is a perfect a fan channel exclusive. Like I could see this at GameStop, Entertainment Earth, a BBTS exclusive, an Amazon exclusive, where someone will buy them all and then sell them.
That's what it was. I remember it. It's the fact that
It's not
people said
Skywarp.
that they don't like a dead Optimus Prime. They don't like the gray repaint. If this was done like 10 years ago, people would be all over it.
yep,
But
I agree.
for some reason now, it's like, oh, that's stupid. Dead Optimus Prime.
So it looks like it's going to be on Amazon. Just reading this unsubstantiated post, it's listed on Amazon UK and it's going to be listed on Amazon US supposedly. So they're reporting July 24th street date. So maybe those are things that are going to happen.
Good, because this was on a shelf. This would shelf form
Looks
like
like that.
business.
Let's see.
Isn't there a convention coming out around then too? Like online thing?
Here, maybe.
One day.
I don't know why people get mad anyway, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh yeah, Optimus repaint.
So when
I'm not going to buy it, but
Yeah, it could be that alternate universe Optimus, but I feel like alternate Optimus would be something else, like Shattered.
oh, you know what?
So there's the
That could be
interior.
a fake title. They just call it that because they don't want you to know it's going to happen in the show.
It's very easy to confuse Nerf darts with Optimus Prime.
I think they're using a different material here. The transformation looks like it's going to be a little spongy. So
Yeah, that looks dangerous.
I don't know what the hell's going on there, but
You'll shoot your eye out.
I don't know what's going on most places. So there's that.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It is a thing.
I'm sorry that I was going on about something and I completely blanked out about it. I was like,
It's actually not your fault.
Oh.
Like I said, we have that effect on people. So
We actually have a hashtag specifically for that.
okay.
Re-rail Dave.
we have this one too, but I don't think it applies just yet. So don't worry.
Click video.
Anyway,
Hello, people in the audience.
what else do we have?
Saloon Games, Plastic Attic.
Let's talk about Amazon for a second. Raise your hand if you've had very recently, a figure canceled and or delayed by Amazon.
Me. I had them same Rangers delayed, like that Dave had really delayed.
And I think I bought them from you. I did make sure I bought them from you.
Thank you.
So it might be your
Hopefully.
shop because my Black Series figure that I bought from you is the one that I'm waiting on. So have you pissed off Jeff Bezos recently?
It ain't just me. I seen on the syndicate people were complaining.
So I wonder what's going on there. Is Amazon prioritizing?
You know what? As much as I love Team Amazon, I should have bought it from Nate Simmons Toys.
You still
Oh
can.
no.
You're not charged yet. You've put it
Those
out
Rangers
there.
are probably the Rangers are probably in the same place the G.I. Joes are. Where are they?
ST looks out the
Yo,
window.
Joe.
BBTS hasn't talked to me about that one yet.
You know whose gun this is? You're not gonna be able to see it, but I think this is Ivory from the Revoltech Tante.
Okay. I didn't know you even had that.
I think we were all
I
going to
would've-
guess that though, but you didn't give us a chance to guess. So
I bought it for my son years ago, and this is all that's left is the gun.
That figure is like hundreds now.
I wish I would have bought myself one.
So he are you saying he destroyed it or lost it?
I lost it.
Lost it.
That's-
So is this like a certain Kevin we know that he's like moves his son's TV and he's like, oh look, 6 Hot Toys. that are falling back behind the stand.
This is probably the real kid version where it really got lost.
Right.
Kevin just misplaced it underneath of the pile of new toys that he bought.
Yeah, dude. Okay, Brian, you do not understand. This guy is like the is he the chat today? I mean, this guy's got.
If he is, I'm sure he'll speak up.
This guy's got it. This guy's got that kind of collection of exactly what he said. You move the TV, you find 6 hot toys. You go to his basement. You go to his basement. You trip over 4 Soul Chigokin figures.
That was basically me as a kid, but not as many toys.
Yes,
all the Mr. Potato Head pieces would be everywhere.
Yes, except it's $300 figures.
And
Well,
they're still
maybe
in the
my
box.
Mr. Potato Head was $300.
Yeah, maybe he had the special edition.
The gold plated.
He had the sleep mode potato head. It had, like, eyes coming out of it.
They did do the Optimus Prime. They should do a sleep mode potato head.
Sleep mode, right? Then that would just be super meta. Connect all the dots, and the universe would come crashing down.
It was all leading to this.
This is
Why would they make a
fun of
sleep
the
mode
joke.
potato head? That's dumb.
It's just rotting. It's green.
Oh, a worm's coming out of it.
How do you know he's dead? He has more eyes.
You open up the potato head butt and worms just come out. It's amazing. Market that to kids.
I'm pretty sure kids would have done that anyways.
Would have done that anyway.
You know, in the 90s, they probably know what? The grocery gang got toys like that. So,
What?
grocery gang. A bunch of disgusting
Those
toilet
little
toys.
mushy toys.
Hmm.
Hey, look, it's an Optimus Prime.
I've heard of the Garbage Pail Kids.
I
Yeah,
probably know kids.
Whoa,
Me
are
too,
you
to my
holding the
teacher.
trailer and not the Optimus and stuck to that?
Huh?
You were holding the trailer and not the Optimus and it didn't fall off.
Sideways. Now turn it.
Yeah, that's cheating. How did you do it? The vodka.
That's what I was about to
My
suggest.
vodka is. I'm drinking Belvedere
Listen.
vodka from North Carolina. It is so good. I can drink it and you feel the effects.
Brought to you by.
You know,
I know, right?
I think
Another sponsor.
wait, let's see if I can get your effects.
He's not going to be able to recreate it.
I can't. It stuck for like 2 seconds. I can't.
It's because he put a little bit of gum inside it.
Woo!
Now you're just showing off.
I've replicated it.
All right, everyone on YouTube, do the Earthrise Optimus Prime challenge. Try to snap it onto the trailer and see if it falls off.
Make your Earth rise.
That would make. I'm not that old. Anyway.
Slowly rotate the toy and see how long it takes to fall off.
Here's one hashtag I already had. It seems applicable. So
You know, the good thing is the port is separatable, so it won't have that Power Master Prime thing where the peg gets stuck in there.
It's
Like
gonna drive you
mine
nuts
did.
how I did that. I'll tell you. You know, if you're nice, I'll tell you how I did this.
There we go. Earthrise Prime challenge.
Oh,
If you're nice, maybe I'll tell you how I pulled that off.
By Christmas, we'll tell you.
if we can get 1,000 subscribers in the next 45 minutes, we'll tell you how to.
If we could get 800 likes on this video,
One prayer, one like.
one prayer, one Optimus Prime stuck.
That's how it works. Jesus is going to check on the Prime hashtag and then check on the likes.
Jesus is like, how
Oh.
do you do that?
I didn't know you could do this, to be honest.
What a
Anyway.
Learning all
wonderful
day.
world of discovery we have.
Is there any more news today? Perhaps anything interesting, game-changing, revolutionary?
Masterpiece Ratchet.
I was thinking Wei Zhang.
Oh,
Well, that's so. Yeah, we can talk about that. It's unsubstantiated rumor.
Yeah, I don't know much about it because I saw like one TFW 2005 post about it from some guy. I don't know how much of that is true. So
That's
Right.
the best news that we move on is one unsubstantiated source that we can then wildly speculate and just come up with shit. So
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising. I think a Lego knockoff company
Hold on.
recently.
Back up a little. For those who don't know, Wei Zhang Productions may have gotten raided.
allegedly,
Allegedly.
And arrested the people. And
And-
Weijing is a knockoff Transformer company.
And what was the nail in the coffin was apparently they knocked off an Iron Man hot toy, but put a better accessory into it, and Disney heard about it.
Oh yeah, it was Disney that complained. Or
I can believe that.
That's what happened. It wasn't, Wei Zhang, they do the Black Mambas, they do all that stuff where it's like, okay, we're going to do a knockoff, but make it better than the original. So they knocked off Hot Toys and they made a better Hot Toy, apparently.
Yeah.
I seen a picture earlier. I wonder was that it had Robert Downey Jr.'s face burnt up,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if that was a custom. It was just something I randomly scrolled past. I was like,
it's hard to
that's
tell,
neat.
man, because some customizers are just so good.
Right.
You'd never know the difference.
Well, you know, we gotta ask Kevin. He'll know.
So pretty much the same thing happened with Lepin.
Yes.
That's a knockoff Lego company for those who don't know. But it got raided, I think, maybe a year ago or something.
Lepin got raided, and then a knockoff Gundam company got raided as well.
Yeah, or a couple of managers or something got arrested, and they destroyed probably millions of dollars worth of knockoff Lego. You
The
did
last-
it. You managed.
No, he's not holding
Optimus
it.
Prime now.
Not holding it by the trailer.
The last Lepin release that I can
I'm
remember
cheating.
thinking of was the Voltron, the Lepin Voltron.
Oh, they've done pretty much any Lego set.
Sure.
But Voltron was definitely the last big deal set for them.
So that's the thing that may or may not have happened. We're not sure.
But that's definitely a game changer because a lot of people, the Wei Zhang stuff is solid.
We will know though in a few days. That's why Joe's not here. Is we've sent him undercover into the China to see if he can uncover the truth.
China.
To see if he can get to the bottom of the truth. So he'll be reporting on scene from China in the coming days.
Weijing is my favorite company.
See, so look forward to that. He'll have no idea what I'm talking about, but I probably won't remember anyway. So it's all good.
This is why I didn't do a video on Weijing because I just don't know much about it, and also it's mostly because of mostly because of what happened with Disney and them.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Disney goes, when it comes to their
Right.
IP, that's like, you don't touch that stuff.
Them and Nintendo, they'll show up at your house.
Even though this is happening with Weijing, I'm pretty sure other knockoff Transformers companies aren't going to have to worry, at least for right now.
Not only that, but the company's changed so much that it's. I mean, look at the Unicron from Zeta to Studio Cell. So Wei Zhang will be back within, how long a time at another company.
Depending on who they're arrested.
There's a difference though between the Unicron and the Wei Zhang.
No, I'm just talking about the way that companies can change names like they change.
Right,
names.
but I'm saying, that's that Unicron. While it's using the likeness of Unicron, that's still all original engineering.
And
I'm
they can
not
rate
comparing
them.
product.
Okay,
Dave.
sorry.
Hey,
Any more?
Dave!
I'm not on the dot.
I like this guy.
I didn't put the pictures of that RC backpack.
Oh, talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can find it.
They show pictures of Generations RC for Fall of Cybertron trilogy,
Jeez.
and she has an awesome whole car on her back.
Yeah.
Not transformed, but we already knew that.
That's not very nice.
All right. I wonder, can she use it as a shield? I hope.
You probably can, but does that make you feel any better? Or-
You know, that's one of the
No.
things that kind of got me, like with Cliff Jumper and like with this. You know, they use like a main part of their car as their shield, which is supposed to be like part of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like
I like when parts integrate into the alt mode, but when it's a huge chunk of the vehicle that's just a shield, it's as much as people tell me, well, no, they're actually doing it with like they're actually turning it into something. It is just a car part that they couldn't do anything with, slapped on the figure, and
well, I couldn't even shell form it. I agree. I'm with you 110% on that.
it's just
I like it when you could still transform it without detaching it. But if
Exactly.
you wanted to detach it, you could use it as a shield.
That's different. That's a little different. Like it's like for me, it's like when the weapon from the alt mode. What was it? What was a good example? Well, I mean, okay,
Like
if she gets
Optimus is-
captured by the Decepticons, thrown into a Decepticon prison, and they take all her weapons and shields and stuff, technically she shouldn't be able to transform, or if she did, ugh.
I think what they should have done instead was have it, if they want to detach it or whatever, that's fine, but maybe have it attached to the legs and then you can disconnect it from that. She's already got so much back kibble as is that it just adds onto it and makes it look uncomfortable.
But that's like
And I'm just saying, if anything,
that's like 30%. That's over like 35% of her alt mode. At least Cliff Jumper, that's like 20%. You know, he could still technically be rolling.
Unless I'm making things up, I could have swore I saw a picture of it hanging off of her butt
I'm working on it. It's fighting me. Hang on.
instead of instead of just being there like that. I could have swore I saw it hanging off her butt like the Generations figure,
You're
the
there.
whole Generations.
Oh God, that is like beyond. There's top heavy than there's that. I'm looking at my Generations version of her. I still think that's a better figure.
This is
Man,
so.
that new Cyberverse RC is looking a little better now.
Yeah, this almost makes me want to just cancel this pre-order because it's just that. Like I said, I mean, you've got the whole car here. You can't do any better on the robot mode.
I don't
mean-
have the old Generations. I'm probably still going to get this because the robot looks decent without it. But
Sure.
Oh,
What they
dude, track down
should've-
the Generations. That's such a good figure.
yeah, again, I don't have it. That's why. But the thing about this is, you know what? I would have been okay with it. I would have been just fine if there was some transformative feature to that backpack and not just the wheels folding up. Because when she's standing on it, it's just part of the car right there. Doesn't cover the canopy, doesn't do anything. It's just right there.
That is, I mean, that's like 50% of the alt mode right there. I mean, I'm thinking like, remember when we bought Shockwave and like all his extra parts for the spaceship mode were there, were like all his extra stuff, but he still had an alt mode into the submarine mode or gun mode, just
Yeah.
fine. This, you lose that part, you've lost the alt mode. You break that part, you've lost the alt mode.
Also, I think Shockwave is a space frigate or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
But,
Where I'm going at is like
yeah,
Shockwave
I know.
without the parts forming stuff is still a complete figure.
Well, this is Alcee. Both the back and the top comes off.
Oh, God, what was that from?
The oversized Weijing.
Oh yeah.
So this, since they're dead, or if they're really dead, maybe this will skyrocket in price. Good condition, $100. I paid
Are
nothing.
you selling it? We'll auction it off right now.
Thank you, Mr. Witwicky, for your for your history presentation.
Oh,
Now this is interesting.
it's good if you find the right picture for it, though, because the back kibble.
Well, it's the fact of where you buy it.
So yeah, so this is Transformers movie masterpiece
Oh, yeah.
Ratchet, and he is a Target exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
That's never happened before.
Well,
Will
this
we
That-
actually see him in the store?
Yeah. They're doing the same with Starscream.
which that really has that's dangerous for me.
I just thought about that. Stuff goes on clearance on Target like really fast.
Yeah.
I'm worried that they'll never be in there.
My Targets are pretty good with their exclusives. So, I mean, I trust
Did you
Target.
ever see Siege Jetfire in Target?
It wasn't an exclusive.
Like I don't think I ever saw. I seen him in Walmart like once.
I saw what? No, I saw him in Walmart. But I mean, when it comes to exclusives, I trust Target much better with their exclusives than
Yeah.
Walmart with exclusives.
With Target, you seem to get like you'll get that initial burst, right? And they'll sell out quick, and everybody will whine and complain that they're never going to have another chance. And then a month later, they're flooded with stuff again, and it's always there. Look at the Rainmakers. Now that doesn't Red Hulk. I think is a slightly different story though, right?
Right.
He's still hard
I've
to get.
never seen Red Hulk.
I've seen him
ever.
3 times here in North Carolina.
I've never
So-
seen it, but I wasn't out hunting for the past 2 months.
Right,
so-
and I'm in Target during the pandemic, and you mean people are out there getting Red Hulk?
You were crying about Toys R Us earlier, and now you're talking about Target. We don't have Targets out here anymore.
No,
Really?
Yeah, we don't even have anything to substitute it.
you know it'll probably be a Toys R Us.
It'll probably be a Toys R Us
exclusive out
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But Toys R Us has all the movie masterpiece figures, anyways. They've
Right,
had
but-
it since I think Bumblebee or Barricade, something.
there. Do they have year-round layaway in Canada for Toys R Us?
Kinda. Yeah.
That's one thing I loved about Toys R Us.
But
If
I
it wasn't for that, I'd have never got Masterpiece Soundwave or Metroplex.
well, actually, my Jetfire, I bought that for $50 out here, and it's normal 120.
Breaking news: GameStop is starting to ship stuff.
What did they ship?
My Bane
Oh,
Storm.
I want
Collectibles.
the Optimus model kit.
Yep, I'm in on that. So hopefully I'll see that moving along soon.
God, I wish they came out with that Toxitron though, but it's just a prototype.
It'll probably happen.
Here's hoping.
Well,
They like money.
I mean, Brian, I do a lot of. I said I collect a whole lot of stuff, and I love stuff I can photograph, and so that's why I love the Storm Collectibles.
Yeah.
And I was able to take advantage of 30% off on Bane, so I paid only like $70 for him. Which is only a $95 figure. And I just did that for Lobo as well.
Lobo looks awesome.
That will be coming to me soon as well. One day.
Nice. I
Spoiler.
remember getting a whole bunch of Prime Arms Microns. I know this is kind of off topic, but got a whole bunch of the Arms Micron stuff, including a Black Jet Viacon, Knockout. I think. What did I get?
Only Jet Viacon I ever got was the gray one.
I wish I had that one, but yeah, the Black Jet Viacon, the Purple Cliff Jumper, the Knockout. I also got the first edition Viacon, first edition Cliff Jumper, and I got the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Ratchet, and I think maybe another figure, but I could be wrong, as well as a bunch of little tiny Arms Micron figures. All of it was $30,
Very nice.
Wow.
and not separately, all together $30.
That's awesome. That sound like when GameStop did that sale last year where everything was like $5 a piece.
I mean, last week where you could buy the entire Overwatch
yeah.
line for like $16.
By the time I thought it was over,
Or get yourself a blue Psycho Ranger for $5, which is still
Yeah.
an amazing figure.
That GameStop sale reminded me of you see that meme pop up every now and then with the car that's like throwing a woman out the side and it's superimposed with whatever political or anything. It's like the car's GameStop and then the woman being tossed out of the car Overwatch. Like they just got rid of it. They're just like, we are done with this. We don't want to be in it anymore. Here, $1 here, just giving shit away left and right.
Just take it.
Just take it from us. Like, we've been trying, y'all. Just, we had it on our pegs. We had it on our shelves. You didn't want it. That Mercy Figma, I would have snatched that up.
All right.
I saw it way
Oh
too
my
late.
God.
That was probably the one. I actually have the Overwatch Figmas. I mean, you've got Widow. I know that. And then
Me, I had Widow.
oh, you had Widow. You had
Yeah.
Widow.
Had past tense.
What happened to Widow?
She got sold.
Oh.
Let me say, I got Genji. I got Widow. I got Reaper, and I got Tracer. Great figures.
Oh, I
Should go
have
to a better
I have
Winston place.
yeah. Or it's gonna be more appreciated. I do have Diva though. That was a Christmas present.
Diva.
I remember when Beast Hunters was like, I know they're not as cool, was like $10 or $5 in some stores. God, I miss those big gift packs that we used to get.
Well, that's what like the Rainmakers are.
Well, no, well, there's that, but I'm talking about like you had the 2 or 3 deluxes from the main line in one box set, and it would be like what $30 for all 3 of them.
Man, you know one thing I like about Beast Hunters? They had some nice concepts, but like it was like action figure only.
Yeah,
I wish I could have seen some of those concepts in the show.
and it's funny too because in the show they had a scene where they're all getting a bunch of weapons from Magnus's weapon bay or something, and I thought, okay, they're finally gonna do all the Beast Hunters weapon stuff. And at some point they also had the Predacons, and they were growing them, and then they didn't do anything with them.
Pretty much. I mean, I actually love the Beast Hunters version of Dreadwing. That was probably one of my favorite of the Beast Hunterized stuff. Probably between that and maybe Bulkhead.
I love my giant Optimus Prime Beast Hunters figure with the giant cleaver thing.
Well, that was the one in the show.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying I love that thing too.
That was a good figure. That's a great figure. But some of the stuff,
like,
the designs that were never used in the show.
I like Ratchet.
Ratchet. I always thought Ratchet was like a pure homage to Dinobot.
Definitely, yeah. Speaking of Ratchet, Masterpiece Ratchet. Speaking of Ratchet, we were talking about Masterpiece movie Ratchet, and then trailed off.
Yeah. Oh, you actually steered us back to that. Don't do that. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think
we had anything else to say about it. I don't have any interest in the movie Masterpiece stuff. Although that having been said, I will take a long look at Starscream, which is weird because I hate that design, but something about that toy is interesting.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I got the big Starscream that came out years and years ago, which I think I transformed once.
I played with that a lot.
I want the Masterpiece movie Starscream. I like the design personally. I know that's weird. Ugh, movies.
You're allowed to like them.
I got the Hunt for the Decepticon Starscream, so I don't necessarily need it because I feel like it's going to be kind of the same idea. So
that big leader class Starscream, I had a tea party with my daughter for her little figures. I have a picture of it. I'm gonna have to dig it up.
That's gonna be the title of the next episode.
The Starscream drinking tea with little humans. But I hope that they go on clearance. I'm a cheap ass. Starscream and Ratchet. I hope they go on clearance really quick at Target, and I hope I find them.
Now,
sorry.
Let me ask you this: would you, not having meant to, obviously, but would you pick one up to purchase while it's full price and say carry it around the store for a little bit in hopes of purchasing it, and then suddenly feel like you don't have enough money and place it somewhere where it doesn't belong because you're now suddenly in a hurry, and maybe tuck it away somewhere, maybe in the back of the store, and then wait it out?
That is a thing that might happen.
Or, oh no, this base deck is popped up some. Oh no, this Ratchet fell below.
But their packaging is too huge.
Yeah.
I used to call that
Voyager.
Target layaway.
Underneath the baseboards.
And put Marvel Legends behind the bike helmets, and they would actually be there for a while.
Reminds me of the time I found Reveal the Shield's wind charger and I put it next to the My Little Pony stuff because it was the only one I ever found. And then I realized that a lot of my the people that I know who are also into My Little Pony are heavily into Transformers, so I probably made a mistake there. But back a week later, and wind charger was still there, so thank God. And what's funny is I put it in the display thing in the middle of the aisle for all these My Little Pony stuff. I got it, and then we had to go back to the store a day later. I can't remember why, and they took that away. It was out of the aisle.
True story. Reveal to the Shield wind charger is really how T-Man and I became friends, because he found it for me at a Five Below, hit me up on Facebook, asked me if I had it. I paid him right then on the spot. He sent it to me, but we kept that window open and we just started chatting over ever since then. So that figure I actually can thank for our virtual friendship.
Wind charger brings people together.
Yep.
He does have magnetic powers.
Yep.
I think I bought like 4 of them. They're only $5.
Oh, so that wind charger wasn't even special.
You were just one of many, Dave. Just one of many.
No.
Well, you know what? When you go to the parking lot, try not to give anybody any wind chargers on your way there.
No, I bought them. I was like thinking, I wanted one to keep unopened, and then I was gonna help other people out, and you were one of the people.
And that still is a fantastic figure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I think I got it in this drawer.
Although the Combiner Wars one,
It's decent. No. You're thinking about Titan's Return or Combiner Wars?
no, I'm just being sarcastic about Combiner.
Oh.
Yeah. What I like about that wind charger is because it actually had the hands that flipped for the cannons. For the magnetic hands.
Oh, here we go.
There he is.
Let's see if his shield reveals still.
Mine's got a couple of cracks on the red plastic, but it's fine.
It still reveals. I don't know if you're going to be able to see
But
it.
what side is he?
He
This
is
killing me.
a Deceptibot.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate twist? They should have done that for some of the Reveal the Shields toys, is reverse the label.
What's next? Mirage being a Decepticon?
I see I put silver on the exhaust and silver on his chest for some reason. You never even see his chest. Well, I'm not selling that.
He's got that Prowl or movie Bumblebee chest thing going on, and he never had that originally. But
I think they were going after when a couple of Transformers alternators designs fell through the cracks. They put them in other figures, like Classics Bumblebee has the design they were going to go for with that, and Wind Charger was originally going to be a Mustang repaint of Grimlock.
You got that's a Scout class alternator there. We finally got another size class for alternators.
Right. I'm not what am I talking about? I'm never gonna sell this. Wind Charger was the first.
Yeah.
Wind Charger and Starscream were the first Transformers I ever got. So I have all the Wind Chargers, which is only 4.
Yeah.
Extensive collection.
Oh, and I do have the X Transbots one, which I still need to review.
I got Power of the Primes. I got all the generations Wind Chargers. So. Plus all the tailgates too.
I have some non-Wind Charger breaking news that just came across my Instagram feed, and it's Star Wars related.
What?
They're continuing on with their gaming greats in the Black Series. So GameStop does their releases for. They had Darth Revan, and they're having Stormtroopers from the Force Unleashed. And just revealed from EB Games' system, there's an item number for it, is Gaming Grade Star Wars The Black Series Knights of the Old Republic Darth Nihilus.
Interesting.
So priced at $35, so it's going to be a deluxe box set of some kind. Cool. So now you know.
Windy Boys.
But back to Windcharger.
Oh, there's also that Studio Series Grimlock that was listed too.
I don't know about that.
There was a. It was listed as TRA Gen Studio Series 86 Grimlock. People are speculating that maybe it's going to be for an upcoming film. Maybe Grimlock will be featured in that. Some people think that'll be a retro version of Grimlock because it's 86, maybe 1986, which I think it might be like that. But what I think it is 86 is just the number for it. Like SS5 is Optimus Prime, SS6 is Starscream, blah, blah, blah. I think that 86 isn't the year necessarily. It's just the number for the figure. Although, I will say, if they do the retro color schemes like they did for some of the older movie toys like Starscream, Jazz, Ratchet, Ironhide, blah, 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 would love to see that. Especially considering some people didn't get an Ironhide from the original line. It had a pretty poor release because it was like one figure in a wave.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Ironhide come back in red.
I was shocked how fast Grimlock sold out. The leader class Grimlock.
Yeah. Love that thing too, by the way. God, the paint on that. I like the G1 color scheme, but I feel like it would ruin that leader class Grimlock.
I can't see how that will work.
Probably some gold in the chest, and that's it. Pay up.
And everything else is silver.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, actually. I wonder if they'll re-release Scorn into Studio Series.
They should.
Scorn I would do. The Scorn from last night was actually one of my favorite figures.
Oh, I love that thing. I don't know why I haven't reviewed that.
That was probably, there was a few figures. It was like Scorn and Hound were my two favorite figures from that line.
Scorn's actually a decent design too. That
one.
Yeah. But it's I haven't keep them in Dino mode. That's probably
mine. Mine had some weak joints. But the hips were loose.
I know a girl like that.
Out of everything last night, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
The Megatron, yeah.
I love this thing.
That's on my desk at work.
Because this design is probably the best part of the entire movie.
That they did absolutely nothing with.
Yeah.
XZero forced me to have that. Up until that figure, I had never had a movie Megatron in my collection ever.
Really?
Right.
Dark of the Moon Megatron was good.
Well, I didn't like his arm. Oh, wait, no. I did. He was too little. That's what was wrong with him. For the first movie, I just thought he was ugly. The second movie, I didn't like the little arm.
What? That was his strong arm. That was his strong arm.
Oh.
Don't know why that got sent to me.
The Untitled Goose in a Tub game.
It's a group.
So, do we miss any? Do we miss any notes, Matt?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything that we had thus far.
My laptop's on 7%.
Any of our esteemed and respectable people in the audience have any questions for us or Mr. Brian?
Well, if anybody was asking, I didn't see it.
Anybody who respect, find absolutely amazing and incredible, or Nightwingham. I think we
I think he was saying some crap.
Even lost Nightwingham tonight.
He was saying some stuff earlier. I was trying to pay attention.
Ooh, whoa, I didn't. Never mind.
You missed that, didn't you?
Yeah, scrolling through the. Never mind.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. We don't acknowledge it.
Not worried about it. There you go.
I think they're sick of us.
I have that effect on people.
That's
Oh,
why
shit.
that's why you fit in. So do we.
I can't see the comments anymore. The daggone laptop died.
But anyway, does anybody have anything else they want to cover?
Now loading.
Nightwingham, you know what? I'll give you that one. Tonight's a dozer night. I'll give you that one. And, well, it's too hot there because you're just watching me.
Well, everybody can find me here every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And you can find me on my channel and all my social stuff. Where can we find you, True Star Screamer?
Usually you can find me on Instagram at True Star Screamer, or you can, where unfortunately it's been a little quiet because work has kicked my ass. Also, you can find me on the PlayStation Network at True Star Screamer, where I have been enjoying the Mortal Kombat Aftermath bonus pack. Really a solid add-on to video games, I have to say. And
Who's your favorite character?
I am enjoying Shiva. I think she is very well done. RoboCop's still a little clunky for me. Fujin, I can't quite get the feel for him yet. I'm just gonna be straight up on that.
Same.
So of the three so far, I'm gonna say the Shiva, and I know there's a fourth. There has to be a freaking fourth.
There should be.
And then of course every Thursday night with these fine gentlemen, and if Brian comes back, he's an astounding gentleman as well.
Astounding. I don't know if that's.
I don't know that word. Is that an insult?
I don't know. You are astounding, though. And thank you for joining us, by the way. Would you like to plug your stuff and tell us about where we can find you?
No.
You fail at marketing.
I'm Brian. That is my name. You can find me at the YouTube channel that's got the name that way. The camera's backwards, so this is very hard. Right there, over there. I don't know how I'm pointing at it, and then with my other hand, I pointed the wrong way again.
You get used to it.
It's because I have autism.
I'm still not used to it. Oh, there we go.
It's because I have autism. There we go. There we are.
Ding, 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 ding. Look that
Where
up
is
and
that
you'll see a
camera?
bunch of wonderful videos.
Which, ironically, it's mostly covering him in the frames.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, now Instagram and Twitter, even though I'm kind of pulling back on Twitter for a little bit.
As everyone should.
Yeah. I'm doing a Siege Marathon month thing. So recently I did Aimless. That review is now released.
Silvers are really nice.
Yeah. Next up would be the Autobot Race Car Patrol. The first MicroMasters I would be taking a look at because I've been so delayed on it. That's the whole point of doing Siege Month. So, yeah, I've got reviews, podcasts, and other stuff, talk videos. Go away!
Hold awkward pause.
And Parts
back to
Farmer.
me.
Matt,
Where
where
we-
you
where-
can find you?
You can find me here every Thursday night with these fine gentlemen. Also on the Instagram, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, all under the same
Bunch.
name.
The Brady Bunch.
I wish I could. Yeah, we've lamented not being able to control the squares and have that sort of effect, but we'll work on it. But we thank Brian for coming out and spending his evening with us. We thank these fine gentlemen for showing up. We lament the loss of Joe and Jordan tonight, but they're in a far better place, probably.
They
watching
will be
TV.
missed.
And we're
Maybe.
ready.
There you go.
We will be back next week with more figure action news, commentary, and good stuff. So thank you all for coming out. Have yourself a wonderful evening and stay safe out there.
Please stay safe, everybody.
See you guys.
Bye.